7 billion human hearts are beating as I speak. And sometimes, maybe once in every 100 million years, they all beat at the same time. And then it's quiet. Before the rhythm restarts, led by someone's frantic sprinting fastest heart in the world, and then the rest, and then at last those love-struck few whose hearts just skipped a beat. But maybe once in every 100 million years we all blink at the same time too. And a statistically unlikely number of people walk into lampposts. Because statistics are fun, like it's technically true that for each time you think a nice thought about someone, on average, someone thinks a nice thought about you, on average. We all think nice thoughts right now, the average goes up just a little, so I'm going to think one. Why not? You seem passable. At any rate, those 7 billion hearts are still beating, still keeping time while I'm still speaking, and 900 million of them belong to women in the half my age plus 7 demographic prescribed by pop culture for appropriate dating. 900 million women. Well, that's exciting. At least one of them has got to like me. Or, you know, it seems more likely. 900 million shots make for odds I'd like to take. Some of the women I already know are pretty great, right? And isn't it crazy that the number of genes in the human gene pool is finite? Well, not quite, but if the mutation rate stays low and the birth rate rises, then just through a process of random combination in an astronomically larger future human population, 2 people might have the exact same gene code, and someone with the same gene code as you could be born in a million years around a distant star, which is kind of like a scientific basis for reincarnation. And all the while, those 7 billion hearts go on, Celine Dion, beating out of time and some receding, new hearts start up, here and there are hearts on sleeves and hearts breaking, hearts bleeding, heart-shaped holes, and wholehearted, half-hearted hearts and souls, the hard-bitten, heart-beating, young and old, and in between, just living, bathing, eating, craving, bleeding, breathing, sneezing, braving the hardships of the world, this great big syncopating ball, and waiting for the click, then blinking, thinking, maybe that was it. But if I didn't blink and I missed it, I'll think of 900 million women and remain optimistic, because besides, if my life goes by without a global moment of eyes closed, heart stopped, silence, in a few million years maybe I'll get another try. Another me will grow up, kinda like I did, and there may yet come a moment when all hearts stop, and it could be at some point during the life of that kid, perhaps, though I have no reason to think this, but perhaps that he turns to look at someone pretty great and says in the words of a long-forgotten sage, "You seem passable," and then, perhaps, as the rhythm restarts with a patter like rain on the roof of the world, as the rhythm restarts, that boy's young heart stays still, and there's a beat, just one, that it skips.